Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle Ferguson and I'm the crochet pattern designer of Two Brothers Blankets. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the beautiful summer sunset shawl. Here is an example of the shawl. It is a really simple triangle shawl. For the original sample and the original pattern, I call for the beautiful Hobie butterfly yarn. This is the yarn you'll see here in the shawl. It is a self-striping yarn. It is a DK number 3 weight. Unfortunately, I ran out of the yarn while I was crocheting the shawl, and I don't have any left. So I'm going to use another one of my favorite Hobie yarns, which is the rainbow bamboo yarn. It is another DK weight yarn. It is made of bamboo, viscose, and cotton, and it is really gorgeous. It comes in a solid color while the butterfly is a self-striping. So if you want these different colors, and what I did was I rolled each color into separate balls so that I could do 4 rows each of the of each color, so that way I have very even color changes for the butterfly. Or if you want a solid colored shawl, this rainbow bamboo is really nice and really great too. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, to get started, we're going to need to make a magic circle. And so to do that, I'm going to take the end of my yarn and I'm going to wrap it around my first 2 fingers as so, and then I'm going to wrap it around again behind that first loop that I created. And I'm going to take my hook and insert it under the first loop that I made and pull the second loop through. And then I'm going to take my hook and my thumb and pinch off. So I've got here this like loose little circle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3 to kind of get that gathered together. So you got your end on this side and your chain 3 on this side. So I am going to do 2 more double crochet around that circle I've created. And then I'm going to chain 2 and do 3 more double crochet around the circle. All right. Now I'm going to take the end of my yarn and pull it tight, and that's going to close up my circle. And that is row 1 of your shawl. So here's what it looks like. That chain 3 is going to count as your stitch. So we're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the same stitch. That's our increase. We're going to increase by 6 each row. So I've got my stitch here, and then I did my chain 3 and then a double crochet, and then I'm going to do 1 double crochet in each of the next 2. And now we're at the chain 2 space. So for the chain 2 space, I'm going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet again. So right into that space. 1, 2, chain 2, 1, and 2, all into the space. And then I'm going to do 1 double crochet in each of the next 2. And then in the top of my chain 3, which counts as a stitch, I'm going to work 2 double crochet. So here's what we have now. You might want to give your magic circle a little tug again. But that's what we have. All right, so now we are ready to do row 3. So for row 3, we're going to chain 3 and turn our work. And we're going to do 1 double crochet in the same stitch for our increase. And then we are going to do a 1 mini bean stitch. So for our mini bean stitch, we're going to insert our hook into the stitch. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and insert the hook into the stitch again. Yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, and that creates just a little bean stitch. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next and 1 mini bean. So insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on the hook and pull through all 4. And we're alternating, so we're going to do double crochet next and then a mini bean. Insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. All right, now we are at the chain 2 space. So for the chain 2 space, we're always going to be increasing. So we're going to do the same thing that we did in the last row. We're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And that's going to help increase our stitches, our shawl. So now we're back at our double crochets. So for this first one, after the chain 2 space, I'm going to do a bean stitch because it needs to match on this side. So I'm going to do a mini bean stitch. So insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. And then we're alternating. So then a double crochet in the next stitch and a mini bean in the next and a double crochet and a mini bean. Oops. And then for our last stitch, which is that starting chain 3, we're going to do 2 double crochet. So that's what we have for row 3. Now we're going to do row 4. So for row 4, we are going to chain 3 and turn our work. And we're going to do 1 double crochet in the same stitch. And then we are going to do 1 mini bean in the next. And 1 double crochet in the next. And we're going to repeat that till we get to our chain 2 space. So mini bean, double crochet, mini bean, double crochet, mini bean, and double crochet. So this row, our even numbered rows, we are ending before the chain 2 space with a double crochet instead of a mini bean like we did in row 3. So that's the only difference really. So for the chain 2 space, you're going to do 2 double crochet, get some more yarn, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So since we ended on a double crochet here, we're going to start on the other side with a double crochet, mini bean, double crochet, mini bean, double crochet, mini bean, double crochet, and mini bean. And now we're back at our starting chain 3 from the previous row. So we're going to do 2 double crochet into that top of that chain 3. All right, and here's what we have so far. So the little mini bean just gives it a bit of texture. Add some nice little textures right there. Okay, and so now for the rest of the pattern, you're just going to repeat rows 3 and 4. And it says until you reach 300 stitches or desired size for your shawl. So the cool thing about triangle shawls that increase by the same amount of stitches each row is you can make it as big or as little as you want. So if you just want like a little like triangle wrap around your neck, you can make it smaller. If you want something that's going to fit over your shoulders and tie around your shoulders, you can make it bigger. You can make it however, whatever size you want to make it. So we are just going to repeat 3 and 4 until we get to the size we want to make. So I'll do another row of 3 and 4 for you so you can just get an idea of what it looks like as it gets bigger. And yeah, and then you can just keep going and decide how big you want yours to be. So I'm going to chain 3 and turn. I'm going to do 1 double crochet in that same stitch. Now I'm going to do a mini bean in the next and a double in the next. And I'm going to repeat that all the way down to the chain 2 space. All right, I'm at my chain 2. I ended with a mini bean. So I need to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. All right, now we're back to the other side, and since I ended with a mini bean, I need to start with the mini bean here at this next double crochet. So I'm going to do a mini bean, double crochet in the next, mini bean, double crochet in the next. And I'm going to repeat that to the end, to the last stitch. And in my last stitch, I'm going to do 2 double crochet. And that last stitch will be your starting chain from the previous row. All right, I'm ending with a mini bean, just like I started on the other side. And then the last 2 double crochet into the top of the starting chain. All right, that is a repeat of row 3. And you see that texture that it's creating with that stitch, that little mini bean stitch, just giving it that nice texture. So it looks really nice in a solid color as well. I'm really liking this. All right, let's do a repeat of row 4. So for row 4, we're doing chain 3, turn, 1 double crochet in the first, 1 mini bean in the next, and 1 double crochet in the next. And repeat all the way down to the chain 2 space. Okay, we're at our last stitch, and it is a double crochet this time. So now we're at the chain 2 space, so we're going to do 2 double crochet. I always run out of yarn at this point. Let me get some more. All right, 2 double crochet. Whoops. Chain 2, 2 double crochet. All right, now we're going back up. So we ended with a double crochet here. We're going to start with a double crochet on this side. And then a mini bean, double crochet in the next, mini bean in the next. Repeat to the last stitch. All right, I'm ending with a mini bean and then my last 2 double crochets. So really the only difference between row 3 and row 4 is what stitch you will end on down here at the bottom before the chain 2 space. But you're alternating 1 mini bean, 1 double crochet, 1 mini bean, 1 double crochet till you get down to the bottom. The bottom, you have your 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in each chain 2 space. So that's where you increase. You have an extra stitch here, 1, 2. So because you're doing 1, 2, 3, you're doing a chain 3 and then a double crochet in the same. So that's 1 stitch. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So that's 5 stitches. And then you have another 2 in the last stitch, which will increase your shawl by 6 stitches each row. So that's how you increase and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. So you'll just continue to repeat rows 3 and 4 until you get to your desired size. And you can make this any which way you prefer. You can do it all solid, different colors. That rainbow yarn is beautiful. I will link it in the description as well. This is the rainbow. This is beautiful too, but the butterfly yarn that is self-striping is also gorgeous. They're both gorgeous, and I will link both of them in the description for you. I think I failed to mention at the beginning, but I am using an H5mm crochet hook, which is what the pattern calls for. Just be sure to check gauge to determine which hook size you need to use. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I hope you'll like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.